गणपते नमः। ॐ गं गणपते नमः। ॐ गं गणपते नमः। ॐ गं गणपते नमः। I want you to feel and activate the energy of Lord Ganesha inside yourself. Ganesha is the god for removing obstacles between you and self-realization. Someone recently asked me how to be self-realized. A lady called and was very desperate. And she was expecting some holistic answers, some holistic exercises, some complex mantras. But self-realization is none of these. There are millions of tools, and these can be also tools. But self-realization means that whoever and whatever you are content, full of gratitude for your life in whichever way you understand it. And you are serving others as much as you can unconditionally. So since the lady was a mother, the answer for her was that she should be a laughing mother. Because children learn from their parents, and if the mother is not smiling from the heart and she is having anger at others, and the children copy their behavior. In fact, so much that scientists have found that cancer is not a contagious disease. You don't get cancer by touching someone else who has cancer. But in the same family, they have found that cancer carries on. So mother and grandmother, and they found out most of the time it was the family had a set of reactions. Let's say every time that the word money is mentioned, someone would get all nervous. So this question about this relationship with the money would be maintained. The same relationship that the mother had or the father had with money would be given to the children. They would rebel and then become like their parents. And consequently, because they would be carrying the same stress or same trigger factor, and money is not going anywhere, sex is not going anywhere. If your family or parents had a certain reaction to it and they would get stressed about money or sex, then the chances are that children are also going to be affected by that. And the same judgment will lead to the same thoughts, and the same thoughts will lead to the same anger inside, and the same anger inside us will lead to the same disease. So they were surprised, and that's what they found, that the way of thinking in the family was carried on, so the cancer was also carried on. The answer is very simple. Smile and laugh with your heart, so that the people in your life, especially when you are a mother, people in your life, they start to seeing that heart and they start to laugh and smile also. And that is what self-realization is all about. Self-realization is not going to Himalayas. Self-realization is being whoever you are and being a happy person without causing anyone harm, and living honestly. And everyone who is in North America, especially in Canada, is paying 35-40% in taxes and all that. So you are doing your service to the society just by being in Canada. It's a very fortunate place to be. So self-realization means that you start on a journey towards the self. And before you start the journey, you take the blessings of Lord Ganesha. The universe, especially in the Indian mythology and pantheon, there are thousands, millions of gods, and thousands of them are very important in every way. And Ganesh is the form of God whose blessings and who blesses us so that we can remove the obstacles to become self-realized. Ganesh also, therefore, invokes the first chakra, the Muladhari, the fundamental chakra. He cleans up that obstacle. The elephant is heavy, and heaviness is a characteristic of the earth element. The earth element is the first chakra, the lowest part of the body. And Ganesha clears that area so that the energies which are located in the lower part of our body can rise up. And Ganesh's story is very magical. So Shiva and Parvati are the yin and the original yang of the Indian mythology. Shiva is the power of creation, meditation, and also destruction. And Parvati, without whom Shiva is incomplete, is the dynamic energy. So creation without that energy and energy without that creation are incomplete. So they are personified as Shiva and Parvati. And all our gods live in heaven and are dressed in gold and eat beautifully. But Shiva is in the highest part of Himalayas, in a cold place, alone with his wife, and he does have some, I would say, skulls and demons around him that he controls with his meditation. And he is all covered in ash, and he does not need anything from the world, but he just gives to the world. So all gods and goddesses live in heaven and are beautiful with gold and all, and Shiva is the most simplest. In fact, he doesn't need anything from the world at all. And Parvati, his loved one, is with him. And together they are the creation and the dynamic energy of the world. Now, Parvati was alone in the Himalayas. Himalayas means the topmost part of our intellect where we can focus on to meditation. If you are in the lower parts and you are more involved with money and relationship and this and that, and you're thinking all only about as everyone in it, money, house, more business to do, make money, then you're still not, you have desire, that's why you are over out here, but you're still stuck. Shiva means that our focus is totally to be on the absolute freedom that frees from these all lower things. And Parvati is the energy which takes you there. So Shiva and Parvati are living in Himalaya, in the top, and Parvati is left alone. For Shiva goes on his rounds on the universe, creating and destroying. He's more of a destructive god. And Parvati is feeling alone, so while taking a bath from her own parts, she creates a small boy. And this is Ganesha. And the boy is so beautiful. And Parvati asks him that, please guard me when I'm taking a bath. So the boy is doing as the mother has commanded him to. And suddenly, Shiva comes back and sees that someone is guarding his house. And he wants to go to Parvati, and the boy doesn't. He has been instructed by the mother. So Shiva, in a fit of anger, cuts off the boy's head. Shiva is very prone to anger also. He's very easiest to please, but the easiest to get angry also. And Parvati comes out and sees that her boy is headless. She begins to shake, and the whole universe starts to shake. So she is the energy. And Shiva gets afraid now and runs after, but he cut the body, he cut the head with such force that it flew off. So he goes in looking, and he's very conscious that there isn't so much amount of time. If it takes a lot of time, then he won't be able to restore the boy. So he finds, the first thing that he finds is an elephant. He cuts off the elephant's head and puts it on the boy and says that from now on, to please Parvati, he says that from now on, any meditation, any ritual, anything that is good and pure will be started off with the name of Ganesha. So Ganesha is associated with prosperity. And in India, Mumbai, which is the city of finance and business, Ganesha is the main god over there. If you go to Mumbai, because it is a business city, it is our Hollywood, they call it Bollywood. Everywhere you will see statues and temples of Ganesha. And when it is the festival of Ganesha, 10 days, which is going to be coming in September around, the whole city is lighted up with festivities. So Ganesha is the blessing of auspiciousness. And his form, as you will see, he has got in his right hand an axe to cut off attachments. His lower hand is in a blessing. His left hand is holding a sweet which he loves. He's a boy after all. But this sweet is the sweet of self-realization and enlightenment. And in his fourth hand, there are two interpretations. One is he is holding a rope to help us cross over to the next stage. And the other is that he is holding a rope to free us all from the lower level and help us climb over to the next level. So Ganesha is so auspicious that every business is started off with saying Jai, means victory or hallelujah for Ganesha. His name is always used. And so are we, a small group going towards self-realization. We are invoking the blessings of Ganesha, and they also match with the first chakra, the lowest part of the body, which is earth as an element, the heaviest of all elements. And of course, Ganesha is an elephant, so he is heavy. But his trunk means one single path. The curving at the end means energy, also Om, enlightenment, and also it means flexibility to be able to resolve your situation. He is the obstacle remover. His other name is Vidhivinayak, the one who removes all obstructions. One of his foot is always going to be straight and one is going to be connected to the earth, but one is going to be above. So partially connected to this planet and partially above it. And his round tummy means the ability to absorb all the good and bad in the universe. All the good and bad in our lives, with the help of Ganesh, we are able to absorb and let go of the bad, retaining only the good. He has only one tooth, which again means singularity, but it also means his broken tooth was used to write, as per legend, Mahabharata. Mahabharata, the huge epic which has Krishna and Gita in it. And it was written with the tusk of Ganesha. So it is an act of self-sacrifice for others. For writing the Mahabharata, he used his tusk. It also means going beyond pain, because one of the most painful things is always going to be your tooth. He also has a single tooth, so he has got sweets in his hand, indicating the sweetness of self-realization and enlightenment. His hand gesture is very important, because only a person who has conquered can bless others with fearlessness. When you have conquered your desires, then only you do not have any fears, because if you do not have any desire, then you don't have any fear of losing anything. If you do not have fear of losing anything, then only you can bless others with the same fearlessness. So you have to be doing that also in your thoughts of this. His big head means the ability to think big. The ears, they are the same in all Buddha's also sculptures. Big ears meaning that he listens to all our prayers. A small mouth, talk less, not like me. And small eyes also to show concentration. His vehicle of transport, all the Indian gods usually have vehicles of transport. Durga has lion, Brahma has a swan, I think, yeah. So all gods have their own means of transport, usually an animal. And he has the lowest. He has a mouse, indicating desires and low things, which he helps us to govern and control. And Ganesha, being the son of Shiva and Parvati, is the first stepping stone to reach the higher realms. His form, if you will take a look, if you just take a look at his form on this, is also going to be having hidden in it Om. If you will imagine his relief, you will see the Om very clearly. And including in his huge stomach, where all the universe and all the universes are located and coming and going from, because it is beyond time. That roundness is the roundness of the universe, his pot belly. So with Ganesha, understanding that Ganesha is the first stepping stone towards your own personal self-realization. Those who are looking at it, you do it, the Ganesha Mudra is like this. And now clasping it like this, the left hand finger going down, the right hand like this, and now feel Om. Ganpate Namah. I want you to align. I want you to make your breathing and the mantra's vibration one, so that your biological life and the mantra, which is a prayer, become one, because that is the path to self-realization. People can say mantras or prayers and just at a superficial Om Gam Ganpate Namah. But I want you to go deep inside yourself and feel the power of Ganesha from the lower part of your body being activated. Om Gam Ganpate Namah. 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 Thinking about Ganesha, with the mantra, you become one with Ganesha. Om Gam Ganpate Namah. You become one with the universe, with the ability to absorb everything and everyone. Om Gam Ganpate Namah. Everything and everyone is inside your stomach right now. The whole creation, the whole universe is in your stomach. You are one with Ganesha, and your belly and the universe are one and the same. And you are able to absorb everything that has happened, everything that has not happened, everything that has happened in the universe, everything that has not happened in the universe, everything that you imagine to be good, everything that you imagine to be bad. You are able to absorb it all like Ganesha. Om Gam Ganpate Namah. This resolution of absorbing everything good and bad, everything possible and impossible in your stomach, frees you of all judgments and all your obstructions towards becoming one with God are removed. All your obstructions between you and your true self, which is a laughing heart. Your true self is a laughing, enjoying heart. A self-realized heart is achieved. You see yourself enjoying your life fully by serving others as Ganesha does. You have the intellect of Ganesha to see your life as pure harmony. You have the intellect of Ganesha to see your life as pure harmony and as pure joy of serving others. Finding the sweetness of life in bringing sweets to others. Om Gam Ganpate Namah. All your attachments are cut. All your illusions are removed. You are full of blessings of joy and fearlessness for others. You are helping yourself and you are climbing. In your spine, you are climbing from the lower energy to higher intellect. Om Gam Ganpate Namah. Om Gam Ganpate Namah. Om Gam Ganpate Namah. Om Gam Ganpate Namah. Go deep inside yourself, deep in your heart, in the middle of your heart, because the energy of Ganesha, which is in the first energy center, in the lowest part, has been activated and released, and it is taking you deep into your heart. And the mantra is in your heart. Om Gam Ganpate Namah. 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 Be one with Ganesha and with his blessings. Remove all your obstacles to become a laughing yourself. A laughing with joy person, helping others, serving others unconditionally with love. With all your illusions of attachment to the lower things in life removed. With your lower energy released, going straight to your heart. As you find the sweetness of enlightenment in yourself, and you become a blessing for others on the planet. Unconditionally, with the ability to absorb all things that have happened in your life and in all lives in your stomach. With the blessing of Ganesh, the remover of obstacles, we start off on our spiritual journey. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.